Welcome to In the Huddle with Jon Ritchie. I'm Sam Stafford. Let's get right into it like usual. Jon, the Birds are coming off their closest win yet, but a win's a win. How do you think they come out this week against the Cowboys with them in Philadelphia?
I expect this to be business as usual for the Eagles. I know that we as fans build this up, Cowboys being a huge deal. I think they approach things very even keel, and they know what they have to correct. They look at the game tape against the Cardinals, and they did not do a great job at times of picking up some of the blitzes that the Cardinals sent their way. They're, looking at those details, trying to get better where they need to get better. And I think more than anything, they're just hoping that they get guys healthy this week because, man, this Dallas defense is scary at getting after quarterbacks. They don't have to blitz necessarily because they've got great personnel, pass rushers. And right now, I don't know who we have playing on our offensive line come Sunday night.
Yeah, that bye week next week's going to be huge for this team. But the Eagles, their defense looked very worrisome against the Cardinals. Is it something that we should be nervous about going against Dallas?
I don't think so. I think against Kyler Murray, Jonathan Gannon did what we got so frustrated by last season, which was he played the cornerbacks off the wide receivers, and we played more zone coverage than I was accustomed to seeing in 2022. So when you've got a quarterback like Kyler Murray who can beat you with his legs, I think you're more hesitant to play as much man coverage because when you're running stride for stride with the wide receiver, with your back to the quarterback, he can just take off and, first down after first down if he so chooses. Kyler Murray didn't carry the football in the first half, so the plan was working. But when they needed yardage and they needed to drive the ball at the end of the game, they were just able to take little bites because we were playing off. I don't expect that Jonathan Gannon fears Cooper Rush beating us on the ground, scrambling for first down after first down. So I'm hoping and praying that we get back to doing what I think our cornerbacks are best suited to do, and that's play man coverage. And so you won't have those easy completions like we saw against Arizona.
You already mentioned Cooper Rush. There's still a slight possibility that Dak returns into this game. What do you think the likelihood is that Dak comes in instead of Cooper?
Well, I mean, Mike McCarthy said, Dak's going to be upset that he's not playing. If this just maybe this is showmanship and they feel like they're getting one over on us here. But truthfully, if I'm the Dallas Cowboys and I've won 4 games in a row with Cooper Rush as my quarterback, I'm not hurrying Dak Prescott back. And you can make the argument that an injured Dak Prescott is not going to give you as much as a healthy Cooper Rush. So I think that they're being awfully careful with Dak, as they should, because he is the bigger threat and they want him for the season. They don't want to risk further injuring, his throwing hand. So I think we'll see Cooper Rush. They're telling us we'll see Cooper Rush, and he presents problems himself. He's very smart with the way that he distributes the ball. When they ask him to distribute the ball, he handed it off an awful lot in this last game when they beat the world champions pretty soundly. I would expect that we're going to see Cooper Rush, and we're going to see a lot of Zeke Elliott. And, their backup running back is nothing to sneeze at either. Tony Pollard is scary with the ball in his hands. So we have to be very mindful of our gap integrity, and everyone needs to do their job defensively, stopping the run, or Cooper Rush won't have to throw, and they're still going to score.
Yeah, Cooper Rush 4-0 so far on this season as he's replaced Dak. And it might not be the smartest thing to bring back your quarterback that's got an injured throwing hand against one of their toughest rivals. But with that being said, what's your early score prediction for this game?
I I think I think we're going to see some amazing defense played. Uh, I would expect it to be lower scoring than what, where I don't think we're going to score in the 30s against this Dallas defense. I think if we get to 24 points, we can win this thing, and we'll probably be able to hold them to 21.
I like it.
24-21 Eagles.
I like it. Before we wrap up, as always, we got Thursday night football tonight. Commanders in Chicago. What do you got for that game?
Jeez. I
You're not
guess
shaking in excitement to watch this game, John?
I watched that Thursday night game last week, and it was not riveting. This one, I think one of the most interesting factors is whether or not Carson Wentz will be benched before the end of the game. He was called out by Ron Rivera, their head coach, this week as the reason that they can't hang with the rest of the NFC East. And I think that Washington Commies fans are now seeing Carson Wentz for what he is, which is a hindrance to moving the football. He's got his work cut out for him. Low score. I mean, if our game against the Cowboys is going to be low scoring, this game tonight, it takes the cake. This will be a low scoring contest. I would expect the Commanders, I guess, are favored on the road by a point. I actually think that the young quarterback Fields for Chicago can get it together, and I think they can win at home. I think they can beat the Commanders. The Commanders are in disarray, and I think Carson is slowly playing his way out of his starting role. Maybe it happens tonight, but I like the Bears in this one.
Okay, that's all we have for In the Huddle with Jon Ritchie ahead of week 6 of the NFL season. You can listen to John Monday through Friday from 10 to 2 on 94.1 WIP. And make sure to go check out the Bet Parks app and all our social media platforms. We'll huddle again next week.